Hey everybody, this is Corey Salter True Floyd. John Williams is stepping down and Logan Paul is stepping into the ring. That and more on the Geek Report.
Audio Jungle.
Hey everybody, this is Corey Salter True Floyd for Amerime Media here. And of course, it's time for the Geek Report. Today on the panel we have first, of course, my second in command, Demon Engine.
Yo,
We got Izzy Sync up here back again.
Yup, you can finally see my face.
And our very special panelist, Hill and George, head honcho over at BlurredCon, which is launching off next weekend. It's time. Are you ready?
As ready as you can be, man. I tell you, it's gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be a banner year for us, and I'm aging in dog years trying to make it all happen. But I'm thrilled and excited.
Now, sadly, folks, we won't be able to make it to BlurredCon this year, but we do plan on going in the future.
It's been great. Thank y'all. I gotta go.
No!
I gotta this is
Oh, that's perfect.
That's okay. One of our team members will be there though.
Oh, okay. You got
Trust
you got an affiliate. You got
You got
one of our-
representatives there.
somebody with a shirt. I'll be looking for the shirt. The little logo on the shirt.
I got to make sure she has a shirt. But he's here. He's going to sit down with us. We're going to talk a bit about BlurredCon. But first, we got some wild news in and around the geek world. Demon Engine, let's roll. Now, you cannot tell me that the people who work in research and development at Taco Bell are not stoners. Look at this shit. A brand new tostada, which features a large Cheez-It cracker.
I'm not
The
gonna
stoner-
lie.
The stoner technology is so real.
I kind of want it, not
I did
because
kind of
I'm a
want it
stoner.
too.
But
feel
because I
it's
like
gonna look
Cheez-Its.
just like that coming out. I
Oh,
feel like it's
oh,
gonna
come
not
on.
digest at all. It's gonna just blow right through your system, and
Oh,
I might as
kinda
well
want-
just take it out the bag and just throw it into the toilet because that's about as fast as it's gonna make it there anyway.
I kind of want to try it just for that reason alone.
What are you trying to get out of a dinner date? What you trying I don't want to go to the dance recital. Taco Bell, save me.
I'm not trying to have my big summer blowout right now.
Yo, people use Taco Bell bubble guts the way people in the Matrix call the operator. I need an exit.
I gotta make a run for it.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my
Feel it.
goodness, it's horrible. But it's like, but you know what? I'm not really surprised because a few years ago we got the Doritos taco, so it
Hold on,
was a matter.
That was
It was a
actually
matter
kind
of
of
time.
good. It was actually kind of good. Kind
Of course, it's something that stoners have been talking about for years. I remember this.
Ain't enough weed in Southern California for me to eat Taco Bell with a Dorito crust. That's God calling you home. It's just a test.
No,
It's a test. It's one of
First of
those
all-
things. It's a scene in a movie where you see the character about to walk in. You be like, "Oh, don't do that. You know you're gonna die." Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
It's
your
that
early
same-
retirement.
you just-
You're getting married.
Just don't even do it, man.
it's just one of those things where, first off, Taco Bell is not a sober choice.
No, it's not.
It's not.
or a daylight choice. If the sun is out and you at Taco Bell, something's gone horribly wrong in your life.
But I will concede to the Baja Blast.
Yeah, that's just the truth. That shit
Yeah.
mixes well with vodka and rum.
I'll concede to the Baja Blast.
The drinks
I'm
are one
enjoying
thing.
the new
The
Baja
scooped
Gold.
meat is a different.
Gotta
What is
put
it?
air quotes on the
Two
meat.
different departments. There's two different
Oh yeah,
departments.
meat.
Two different buildings of research and development over at Taco Bell headquarters. These guys do the drinks, and these guys do the scoop meat.
It's the Baja Blast.
Baja.
Next one.
Next one.
Ooh.
Okay. These two pieces, Eat, Bang, and Kill, they're actually going to be re-released for free online. just to coincide with the season 3 premiere of the Harley Quinn show, which is supposed to be coming out at the end of July.
Yeah, I fucking love that first season. I haven't had time to sit down and watch season 2, but I
Please
fucking
watch season
love,
2.
It's
I
worth
loved
it.
season
It's
1.
worth it.
I was on the
It's the
fence
show I
the
didn't know I
first
needed.
episode, but after that, I was sold because I honestly didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah, DC does a really good job in general with its animated properties to begin
Oh
with.
yeah,
But they do even better with their animated and their real life stuff when it's a B character. If it's not Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, they kind of like let it be free. Like, all right, we're going to be real
Well,
zany with this. We're going to let it go wild. And so the
I
animated
think
series is like that.
I think the fact that Paul Dino works on the show is a big factor. I mean, like the guy made Harley.
yeah.
Got her tone. Everything is perfect.
and
And what's her name? Haley Kuko does the
yeah,
voice.
big shout out to
Amazing.
Kaylee Kuko.
She's amazing.
I gotta give her credit because she's been working consistently for the last 20 years, and no one's really giving her any credit on that.
No, once she left the Big Bang Theory,
Mind you, before that, she was on 8 Simple Rules of Dating My Teenage Daughter.
That was a good. I like that show.
Then John
Everybody's teen crush. It was all teen crushing on Kaylee back then, and then she went into it was like, oh, okay,
she's got like 2 different shows on HBO right now. So
it's at the flight attendant. And what's the other one? Well, this actually
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it's on HBO.
If you go to the next clip, I believe it's the other cover for the other one. Yep. Because spoiler alert, just in case if you don't know, Harley Quinn and Ivy are now a couple on the show.
Good, about fucking time.
I just felt bad for Kite Man though.
Why you
Kite
Man?
I mean,
that's my dude, man.
I don't think he deserved that.
He didn't deserve that.
The unsung hero of the show.
She genuinely liked him, but nah, the crate.
Well, that's the problem.
That's
exactly. Women, they can like a man and not want to be with him. There's a lot of little categories in there.
All I see on my screen is 2 toxic women in a lesbian relationship.
One really toxic. She's literally toxic.
One's well, they both literally are poison, ironically. But next one.
Maybe it's a healthy relationship for them.
All right. This is actually a brand new Spider-Man character that's going to be coming out in September. This is I'm sorry. Did I lose my note? Yes, I did. But this is Spider. About to mess up the whole name. This is supposed to be their first completely gay character that comes out in September.
I get it. It comes out. That's a good timing there, sir. Good timing.
I like the design. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like the design, but
it's fabulous. I was looking at it and I was like, "This is."
The character's name is Web. The character's name is Web Weaver. Web Weaver.
Okay. That outfit looks like something RuPaul would wear, and I'm so with it.
Yeah, all right. I could definitely see that.
The queen of all queens just sitting there in that outfit. Oh, sweetheart, yes.
Every time they land from web shooting, it's going to be a Vogue stance.
Do it, please.
I hope they got a lot of like super power and speed because you're trying to fight with cuffs. I don't know.
Who do they think they are, Prince?
Like, it's under Cherry Moon Prince, not Purple Rain Prince. It's under Cherry Moon.
Like fighting with something like that is almost as bad as fighting with a cape. Like you can
exactly.
You can swing, miss, they just joke your shit right.
But you can slap the hell out of somebody in a very symbolic and loud way with the cuff. Though you can be like, pop, pop. I challenge you. Get out of my face.
I'd rather you punch me.
I think that's the point.
Just rather you punch me because now
you get so mad because you got slapped. now you off kilter. You
done
can't. You're
disrespected
off.
me. I
You're
just
off
gotta
key.
pop 2 hot ones into you now. That's
Oh my goodness. All right, so there is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie coming out, and yo, these turtles are. I haven't watched this. It's based off a Nickelodeon series. I haven't looked at it, but the turtles are just very well. First off, April O'Neil's black, which is which is like the very original graphic novel, which is a plus. But the turtles are like vary in size. If you could go to the next clip, damn, I'm sorry, I couldn't get a side. Look how big Raphael is.
I was about to say, is he supposed to be a big dumb brute?
I'm not sure if he's dumb, but damn, he is swole.
My name Brick.
Ever since the live action movie, he's just been getting swoller and swoller. Like this nigga just got out of 25.
Hey,
Like,
he did.
damn.
He ain't snitched. He ain't snitched. That's why he did his bid. Leave him be.
Like, did he bully the rest of his brothers for pizza? Like, damn.
Then on top of that,
they've been doing that
he
since
used
the
his
beginning,
little
like since the
dick-ass
original
fucking
one.
daggers.
Since the original movie, they have been trying to differentiate them because they all look so the same, but with the bandanas on their eyes was the only way to really
The only indicator,
them.
yeah.
So when they started doing the animated, the CGI animated ones,
Right.
the newer ones, they started putting more nuance in them, and now they just taking it to the next level.
Well,
the biggest problem.
My child to mess with the toy version of Raphael. Look at all these sharks gagging it.
The biggest problem with those Michael Bay type turtles, there was nothing stealthy about them
at all.
Well, nobody knows what ninja means anymore. It's not a.
That's true.
Remember, they talk about. They don't even call it ninjutsu. They be like the art of ninja. Like
right.
Every martial artist in the country, every time they hear that, they get a cramp in the side of their ribs. Like, it's not the art of ninja. Why do you keep saying that? Like, they didn't have a martial arts consultant on the set when they started putting the dialogue together. So yeah,
Michael Bay don't care about that.
If Michael Bay had his way, there wouldn't be a script. It's just more running, screaming, and women with midriffs on.
Hey, Megan Fox.
She did her job. That's
all right. So now, last time we talked, last week, we talked about how there's going to be 3 Avatar animated films. And they just want to make sure that people know these are going to be new stories. They're not going to be based on any of the recent comic books or comics. Just wanted to.
That's fine. I still don't want to see the fucking Korra movie. That shit's still going to be.
I have to agree.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. They've been talking about doing this and rebooting and rebooting.
We know there's going to be a Zuko movie.
Be my Avatar Kyoshi all day.
Thank you.
Avatar Kyoshi
I need murder Avatar.
Yes.
She said she's going to do 2 things and 2 things only: be gay and make war crimes.
And that's going to be all my popcorn and ticket money is worth it.
Yeah, God, yeah.
More war crimes. Separate that. Drop that king in the ground.
It's not a war crime the first time.
Go to your room, sir. You're done.
And it's not a war crime if there's no witnesses.
Facts. He understands.
Wow.
Just like it's still a stealth mission, it's everyone's dead.
Exactly. Stealth didn't fail. Everyone's dead.
Oh Lord, oh God.
0 residual presence.
You too.
Hey, I'm like the Joker with the bank heist. Like, everybody got the assignment to kill the next person, so it's just 2 people, and then he get run over by the bus, and I take all the money.
There you go.
I shoot the bus driver.
Next panel. God.
What driver?
All right. So
That guy's not getting up.
I did not want to put up the original video, but there's been a video circulating about a woman trying to expose her baby's father, one out of the 3 or 4, I think, for not bringing McDonald's for all of the kids.
All them kids ain't good.
I found the video. I watched it.
He's only the father of one of them.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Listen, I've been in this exact situation. Now, hear me out. Before you laugh, you laughing in advance. Trust me. Hear me out.
All right.
Back in the day, when everybody was poor, you found the one housewife who didn't work that watched everybody's kids, right? And if somebody gave money to the lady to feed the one child that they dropped off at that house, then that child would eat the better food. Like he'd run from McDonald's, some money for McDonald's for my food. And I used to be that kid. My mom would get me McDonald's, it'd be KFC, and these kids would be over here eating knuckle sandwiches. And I'd be eating stuff out with the Happy Meal with the toy and all this stuff. And it looked just like this situation. I'm like, you know what? If that's his kid and he is paying for that, then you ain't feeding eight people no Happy Meal.
This is what I told Salty earlier.
Yep. The only theory I have at the end of the day, I need my McDonald's eating kid to be able to fight, because eventually one of them kids is gonna try him.
Oh yeah.
I've seen so many.
My arms are like arrows.
I've seen so many videos
I had to fight.
Where it's just like people were just like me teaching my son how to use the Apple fingerprint ID and 2-factor authentication for when I bring him his gift in front of 3 of his siblings.
Dude, I grew up broke, so I've gone to bed watching my parents not eat anything. So this shit, I gotta put this bitch on blast. It's like, I'm sorry. You have a responsibility to feed your kids. If your son's father decides he's going to drop off food for him, that's on him. You got to feed those rest of them out of your pocket. Or learn how to fucking cook.
Yo,
what pocket? The meat, the nails.
But either way, her plan backfired, and the internet has been interneting ever since.
Of course it has.
And I think this might have been the most funniest yet subtle meme, so I decided this is going to be the one to share. The McSibling Deluxe for all her kids.
That right there, that's a fight. That's a fight right there. I can already see it. It's already proportionally wrong. The cut is off. Look at that upper left-hand quarter versus lower right. That's a fight.
I don't like the cut of your jib.
I don't.
I guess you could call it the Hunger Games.
Oh God.
All right, we switching.
All right, so Star Wars, the Star Wars cruise ship, in their bar, they have a $5,000 cocktail. This is hands down the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
No, I can see rich nerds going on a fucking Star Wars cruise just to flex and buying one of them. I can definitely see that.
That original trilogy generation is in their 60s, man. They collecting that AARP. They got that money. They got their Social Security benefits.
They about to come stunting on you.
Living in that assisted living facility with fixed income. $5,000 cocktail.
I better get head while drinking it.
I'm sorry, but $5,000 for a drink? No.
And you like at the bar. And I want it in front of everybody.
I'm about to say, this shit.
I better be saying like Captain Morgan.
This shit need to be, unless this shit is being shaken by Yoda, being voiced by Frank Oz, I don't want it.
It's probably like everybody is seeing like that giant, Hennessy bottle in those hood clubs in Detroit.
I've seen
17 gallons. They're not popping that open for nobody, right? So It's just kind of there. It's like that car in a casino. You see it, and it's like elevated above all the slot machines.
You can win this car. You ain't
nobody winning the car. It's a 72 Datsun. It's not.
I feel like
it's 72 Datsun
with your own personal layer, so you can walk around and stumble. Like Java.
People don't even like paying for the Galaxy Edge experience, and that's running a few $1,000s.
Dude, that's just so
bullshit. Janky. That's why it's janky. I saw the walkthrough of it, and the problem is that it doesn't even look like Star Wars in all the in between. Like if you got to pay $5,000 for 3 nights and 2 days, right, or 2 days and 3 nights.
I feel like
I mean,
the Star Trek
yeah.
one in Vegas is way better.
Oh God, it is.
Yeah,
I've been to
because you
that
can
one.
just
That shit's
walk into
amazing.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think you got to pay to walk into the Star Trek one. They just want you to gamble and drink. They just come on in, you know, and then you can get as engaged or as involved as you want to.
The money makes itself at that point.
I swear to
It's
God,
Vegas.
if people want a Star Wars experience, I'm a blindfold you, take you to what was it, the Amazon, and be like, hey, welcome to Kashyyyk. Tell me I'm wrong.
So what you want to do? Take him to Chicago a winter and be like, welcome to Hoth, bitch.
Michigan in general.
Exactly. You take him to Detroit, man. What's that looking like? Dagobah? You can just right on in there.
Take him to Sahara and be like, welcome to Tatooine.
Oh my goodness.
Look, in general, Galaxy's Edge, like just that part of the park is dope as hell.
Oh yeah.
But going into like the little fake Star Cruiser experience and going all of that, you know, you paying like an extra $5,000-$6,000 for an experience to follow you to sleep. And it's not necessary. I got a scale Millennium Falcon I can stand and stare at. I got trash cans that look like droids. I'm having a ball. I'm not spending no money. You know, I know once I'm good. A $5,000 drink. I bring my Dr. Dre with me.
I got my droid. Fuck that shit.
I didn't get frisked. I was just there in October. I didn't get frisked. I'll be
next one engine. All right, so as I said earlier, Logan Paul has signed up with the WWE.
I blame y'all for that. No, I blame black people for that. Y'all done let that man get too comfortable. He does not got beat up hard enough to get scared out the ring. They need to put a real
should have put him in the dirt
with him. Exactly. He's walking out kind of like, even when he loses, he's like, it was still a good fight, and I learned a lot. Like, you know what? No.
Man, put that man against Pacquiao.
Here's the sad here's the sad part. Here's the sad part, and I this is going to be a disaster.
Duh.
He is going to get, there's going to be botches, and he or someone else is going to get really, really hurt.
Mm-hmm. He's having too much fun. That's what it is. I think
because don't get me wrong, wrestling is choreographed.
Yeah.
But it takes these folks a long time to perfect that fucking dance.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda Rousey ain't even got the fucking ropes of it. And they keep trying to push her.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, I think this is a horrible, horrible move. It's such a hard craft, and bringing this novice who's not even a good boxer to begin with, now he's going to be a wrestler. I think this is bringing the sport down.
He is a cartoon character and an internet personality that, you know, people followed him in little small chunks. And there's a difference between a following that takes you in little chunks where you do crazy stuff at 7 or 15 seconds at a time, and then putting you in a long arc where you got to talk and move a certain way and interact with other folks and maintain a character and all this sort of stuff. I don't think it's going to work either. I think the real fans aren't going to like it. And he's going to be off to the next thing in 6 months.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I barely knew who the fuck he was. Like, I knew who his brother was. It's once the controversy started coming out about him and his brother, like, then I started like seeing him everywhere. But like, I never watched a single one of his fights because I'm not spending money. I'd rather watch some people talk about it at like days after. I've never seen anything that he puts out there.
I just
like,
want him.
The only thing I know about him is that he's Jake Paul's brother. That's it.
I just need him to experience a genuine ass whooping.
Oh God, yes.
And the funny thing is, I think he's gonna end up finding that in professional wrestling, because despite what a lot of people may not understand, there's times where these dudes just flat out hit each other, and they call them shits receipts.
Mm-hmm. Have you listened to any of the Undertaker stories that he's put out? Like, of interviews. He's got a lot of receipts for everyone.
Oh yeah,
like,
shoot. One of the best receipts I ever saw. Brock Lesnar straight up delivered a right hook to Braun Strowman in the middle of a match to slow him down. Now, Brock Lesnar is a huge human, and Braun Strowman is a huger human.
Mm-hmm.
And when he hit that right hook, you just saw all the steam go right out of this man.
Oh yeah, he just dropped. He's like, oh, wait, what? Take it back to when like Hogan versus Andre. That was one hell of a match, and that was actually them hitting the shit out of each other.
Yes.
Or like anything for the ECW. Logan would not fucking have lived.
No, they would destroy him just because he thinks he's pretty.
Right.
New Jack would have had a field day. Rest in peace.
Right. Oh.
Logan Paul, I need you to watch your motherfucking back, take your notes, and eat your fucking Wheaties, because the WWE plays no games.
Nah,
protect your chin.
I don't need you to do any of that. I just need you to feel as comfortable as possible.
Oh, you're trying to get that
this, man. You good. You ain't got to go to practice. They gonna take care of you.
Yeah,
everybody loves you.
They're gonna destroy that man during training.
I said, I want him to experience a genuine ass whooping. Because when you experience a genuine ass whooping,
you learn.
It changes perspective. It shifts it. It's just like, God damn.
I don't want to go home.
I gotta rethink everything in life that brought me to this point. Hold up.
What's next? What's next, Demon? All right, yeah, the Xbox Series X and S, they are outselling PlayStation in Japan.
Shocker.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought I'd never see that happen.
Yo, right?
I've been knew it was gonna happen because he can't get shit out.
I feel like is so rare right now. Like it's one of the reasons why the platform's languishing. It's because nobody's got the damn thing. I got mine a year and some change ago, and ain't nobody else on it. I'm playing games ain't nobody got. I'm like,
I'm still on Xbox One.
I'm upset. Because most of my squad is starting to move to PS5, and I'm just like, I work at
PC, baby.
I got a PC too, but I'm like, I work at Amazon, and I can't get my hands on the fucking PS5.
I don't know how
that hurts me.
I really don't. I thought that I was just getting it early, and maybe I just wait a couple months, and everybody else would get it, and then everybody be talking about get on, and it is just as hard to get now as it was 2 years ago. And there's no excuse for that. I don't care about supply chain stuff. Y'all need to.
Well, no, it's not just supply chains. Certain materials in the PlayStation 5 are hard to get right now.
Right. And you need to find substitutes. You need to change your design because it's 2 years and this is your new platform.
It's the same way with GPUs.
Crazy.
A bunch of new GPUs we can't get out because
their whole payment scheme is just like what's it called? PlayStation Next
Plus.
I'm sorry, Microsoft is shitting on you.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they're trying to make money off of the fact that they're not selling consoles. They're not selling units. So they got to figure out a way to market, in the same way that like HBO and Warner Brothers took advantage of their streaming platforms because the theaters weren't making money. They're just trying to redirect the dollar. And for the people that's got it, they're not going to fall for that. And the people who don't got it don't want it.
Now, is the PS5 going to go the way of the Dreamcast?
Whoa! Take it easy. Whoa!
Slow down.
I'm talking about the console itself, not the whole the company. I'm saying the console itself.
Dreamcast's biggest problem is it came out
way too soon.
It came out too soon, and they weren't prepared to make the system a media device. because one of the biggest things that held back the Dreamcast is that it could not play DVDs where the PlayStation could. The PlayStation 2 could.
I know that's why I got it. I was like, I could either buy a new Blu-ray player, or I could buy a new video game console, or I could buy one and have both. And that was an easy decision for me, man.
The
like,
the 360 took a loss. They took a loss in the beginning when they tried to do HD DVDs back when it was HD DVDs versus Blu-ray. Xbox went HD.
Ooh, boy, you done went back. What year is this? Hold on a minute. I didn't sign up to go back this far, sir.
It's like early 2000s.
My ticket said 2005.
I'm sorry, I turned this shit into a history lesson.
People, look, half the audience is in it talking about HD. What? Half of that audience is like, DVD? What's that?
Oh my God. All right, listen here, kids. A HD DVD is similar to a VHS.
In that it's extinct.
Exactly.
you can't get robbed for one of them damn things.
I had my niece come up to me with it. She's like, I don't know. There's no label on this VHS. What is it? It's a fucking orange VHS. I just looked at it. I was like, don't you dare disrespect that.
It's a Nickelodeon movie.
It was a Rugrats movie.
Oh.
I looked at it. I was like, don't you dare disrespect me. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, we're watching the Rugrats.
Next panel, Demon. All right, so a bit of sad news. Now, Technoblade, big Minecraft YouTuber, he passed away from cancer. He was 23 years old. In his last video, he said, "Hello, everyone. Technoblade here. If you're watching this, I'm dead. Thank you all for supporting my content over the years. If I had another 100 lives, I think I would choose to be Technoblade again every single time, as those were the happiest years of my life."
Yo, he was upbeat as fuck.
Yes, he was.
That's a kid. That's people think, us in the nerd space who go to cons and stuff, we see the youngest of the fandom everywhere we go. Mm-hmm. And if you're talking to somebody that's 22 and you over 40, they look at you like you Methuselah and you just walking amongst the living, and like you just got raised from the crypt by Jesus. You're like, 40. Oh my God! Like, how did you even do that? Why are you even standing here? Like, oh my God. 23. I remember me at 23. I didn't know shit. Didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a kid right there, man. So dying that young, that's a real tragedy.
I'd watch him when I had the chance, but like his content was good. Like it's gonna be like, to be honest, the Minecraft community is darker now without this man.
Yeah,
like he was.
Someone put me on to him a while ago. He was very funny dude. Yeah, he definitely had his own way, and he seemed nice.
He never really showed any pain. Like whenever, like if there was a dark topic, he would like if somebody mentioned something and he was talking about a dark topic, like you wouldn't see him react like an actual reaction. You just see him just like brush it off. Like if it was directed at him, he just brush it off. Like I give him credit for that. Like,
you're talking about his cancer?
Yeah, like he just never really.
See, that's how cancer is. It's such a constant pain. It's not like a broke leg that's healing, and if you move a certain way, it hurts intermittently. No. But if you sit still, cancer is like a constant pain that you kind of just up your level, and it's like white noise in a certain level. And so it's something that you see people with it. They manage it in almost frightening ways. They'd be like, yo, like you must be in so much pain, but it's so constant and so ongoing that it's not like you getting gut punched or stabbed or that type of a immediate sensation. So they come to this leveling with it, and they kind of come to terms with it in these weird ways that, you just kind of like, it looks superhuman. So man, like I said, 23 making an impact like that and then having to check out, man, that's a real tragedy. I don't mourn people who die at 98. Like, you won. Shit, that's
you made it to the end.
That's a long line. We all standing in that line if we can. So you won. But 23,
his line was cut short.
Yeah. He's not even old enough to rent a car from Enterprise on his own at 23.
He's not.
Man.
Yo,
You know,
You have to be 24, which is 25, and you have to have at least 5 years of driving experience.
Right.
I tried to rent a car a couple of weeks ago.
which eliminates like all of New York City.
Oh my!
Oh God, no! I'm not going back to New York anytime soon. I have
Nobody drives in New York. Like, what the hell are you doing with your life?
I drove there. That's it. My car was parked in front of my friend's brownstone for 3 days. I didn't move it once. It stood
lose
there.
your spot. It's still there now.
What?
It's like you done moved. It don't matter. I don't want to lose my spot.
The only time I left Queens was to drive out to Coney Island. That was it. And then to drive my ass home.
The big CI. Well, right now, guys, you're watching the Geek Report, Demon Engine. Can we get a quick break? All right, y'all, and we are back. This is Geek Report. So, Steve-O admits that Jackass definitely was a bad influence on kids.
No shit.
He said he recently said in an interview, he's like, "Yeah, that first season, people were right to vilify us because this was before they really did start putting emphasis on don't try this shit at home and."
But
these
at the
guys
same
are
time,
professionals.
You should monitor what the fuck your kids is watching.
Now here's the thing.
Good luck
I
with that.
remember before they even had the show, they would do this shit at FDR skate park under the 95. I was there growing up. I was like 15, 16 when this shit was like when they were doing this shit out there. I've watched Ryan Dunn just destroy his body when I was a kid. And I watched Bam Margera get fucked up. It was once the show came out, I went, "Oh my God, they're gonna make money off of this."
Yep.
I don't know what part of the brain either needs to be overactive or underactive to make somebody gravitate to the extremes that these guys did. I never found anything that they did fun or funny because all I saw was tragedy. You know, it's like, why are you courting death in an entertainment fashion? Because I can't wrap my head around it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Johnny was still a actual professional stuntman. So this was just him like getting a chance to really flex a lot of dumb creative ideas that apparently MTV was just like, you want to do what with the what now?
With who?
Think we could afford that.
Exactly. It was cheap stuff. It didn't cost them nothing to do it. And everybody signed waivers.
But then the movies.
Yeah, just they were long form TV shows, man. It was just too much. They did stuff. I'm surprised people didn't die. Like I really
there's been a lot of their things. I'm like, what was it? Johnny jumping over fucking Billy Idol's car?
Right. Yo.
I'm like, how did you time that so well that you actually jumped over this fucking car that's speeding at 80 miles per hour and you'd have been dead?
At the end of the day, you got to give him a little bit of credit for having a certain amount of skill and I want to say guts. Because especially Johnny, because out of all of them, he's like the most responsible.
Well, he had training and he was the oldest. And so, so he was obviously kind of in a different headspace. But the guys that were the clown show that was following him, these guys weren't pros. They were just taking, daredevils, jump off of this head first, see what happens. Okay. Everybody, look, I'm telling you, everybody knows some crazy white frat dudes that used to do shit like this at the frat house. And they would fall off the roof, or they would get pinned under a car, or they fall down the steps. So they would, just on a dare. I dare you to. And it's
I, for one, enjoy the suffering of the stupid.
I'm not gonna lie. I was
going to do something stupid. I'm not.
No, I was sometimes the instigator of shit like this.
Oh, I bet you can't do it.
Exactly.
I double dog dare you.
I got $5 that you can't do this.
I watched you talk somebody who was not built to go into a mosh pit
Shh, we don't talk about that.
And I had no problems putting my arm through their chest.
I was young and dumb, and I even walked off with their girlfriend.
Somebody's
Savage.
FBI agent just put his headphones down and got on the phone.
We got a mission.
We got the guy that caved that chest in back at Coachella.
It's like
we never catch him.
It's like, this is what y'all want to try and pin me on, dumbasses. Gator don't take no shit.
We fucked with Gator bitches.
Gator
Smell me
around money.
Exactly.
God. All right, so
I saw this.
The Ninja Warrior obstacle course could be a part of the Olympics one day.
Do it. Do it. No, I'm sorry. Have you seen some of those guys that actually do this professionally are just crazy skilled?
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's one of those things where it's such a physical task. I don't think it would be fair to have this in a competition, because, I mean, even the best physical people fail at this.
Good. It shows you that you are just not the best.
Skill and endurance and strength, does not make for the right decisions, because it's an obstacle course.
Yeah.
Some stuff is not the right decision to make at one point versus there's a different technique to traverse, all the different sections of the course, and you can make those on-site decisions. But, I don't think it should be Olympic. There's too many variables in there. If you short, it's not gonna work. If you too tall, it's not gonna work.
I watched what was it? I forget the dude. He did it in a full suit, did a 360 fucking run up, grabbed the edge, and he did his showing off. I'm like, okay, stop showing off. You're a badass. We know that. 1, 2. Then it was this guy who was like 5'2", just demolished the course. I'm like, the fuck are you made out of? So like coming down is like it's not that you can be an amateur and still be like qualified for this shit.
I kind of like Ninja Warrior as its own thing. I would not like to see it in the Olympics.
I would see something like it.
Trying to standardize something like that would be really hard. You'd have to bring in all the countries and all the Olympic committees, and they would have to say, well, how far apart of the bar is going to be, and what's the material on the ramp going to be made of, and how far of a jump is it going to be from one ring to the next, and by the time you do all that, it's not going to be fun like what y'all watch.
Yeah, because
you know what,
really vanilla stuff.
You got a point.
It took them forever to figure out how the proper skate park build for the last Summer Olympics.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still kind of new.
Yeah, but it still took them just to agree. It was like just to agree on what it's going to be. It's like fine. Are you happy? No, neither am I. Deal.
You know what? I have to agree. Don't put this in the Olympics. I have to change my opinion on that. Don't put it in there. Let this be its own thing. Because the last thing I want to see is this end up in the Olympics and them fucking the people over. Like, yeah, we're going to charge you more money for this. By the way, we don't pay for shit. The country pays for it.
Mm-hmm. And then they're going to get shit when the Olympics leaves.
Exactly. You get left with all the debt, which
reminds us, Philly's getting the World Cup.
I'm sorry, what?
Why?
Philly's getting the World Cup.
Why?
Because
are they paying us? Get the fuck out of here. If the Phillies aren't in it, get out of here.
I'll treat
Phillies ain't in it. Okay, what they doing? If the Phillies ain't in it.
FIFA's response.
Listen, Philly ain't gonna do shit with 6 acres of soccer field. Once all these people leave, it's just gonna be sitting out there.
You know what? After it's like, oh, this is land that we own. How about the Philly's government? Hell, the state just goes, yeah. No, you don't live here. It's ours. Like we're going to convert into affordable housing.
You said mow down King of Prussia Mall.
Affordable housing,
dude. There's no such thing as affordable housing in Philly. I've watched apartments that were built within 2 years and are currently not even being sold. They're being rented out at minimum $1,400 a month.
Blame New York for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. All the buildings that are coming up right now, especially where my mother lives, are all out-of-state investors or trust funds.
Out-of-country investors.
Yeah.
Chinese are using hedge funds to come in and buy cash for any units within they have like a whole sector blocked off. And I'll say anything that comes on sale in this sector for the next year, we're going to pay cash 20% over asking. And then nobody can compete with it. By the time the sign goes up and the first open house happens and that family walkthrough, it's already bought.
Exactly.
Because they're not trying to buy and move into it. They're doing just like my man said. They're going to go in and they're going to turn it into rental property and they're going to let it increase in value and then they're going to sell. It's an investment fund. That's
Crazy.
Salty, you remember
everybody out.
I do.
They turned that into apartments.
I know. It's insane. Demon. Can you please go to the next one? We gotta.
Yeah. Y'all need to get the Amish to help y'all build some more housing. That's what they used to do. They ain't doing much. They chilling.
But they know how to build though.
Christian
lasts forever. Won't have no indoor heating. Or it's not gonna be modern, but you'll have a roof over your head.
Exactly.
You got some horses in there with you.
Oh my goodness. Christian.
Ezekiel, I need a 2-car garage. What are you doing? Just fit the buggy up. That's all we do.
Christian Bale said he would play Batman again only if Christopher Nolan asked him.
You better shut
now.
up.
Now here's I gotta respect the man for his convictions because, mind you, when they were first about to do the Justice League movie, they went to Christian Bale and offered him $50 million, and he said no.
He don't need the money. He's beyond money. And the only reason he said Christopher Nolan is because Chris Nolan's not going nowhere near a WB property. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those fake promises. Oh, I'll go if you get Johnny to go. Well, Johnny can't swim. Oh well, it's a catch-22. He knows Chris Nolan's not coming back to no superhero movies.
Exactly.
So he can say that just to sound nice, but he's not coming back, and we don't want him to. He's 52 years old. What is he going to do? That man lost and gained 150 pounds for one role to the next. His body.
No, I'm sorry. That man. What was that role he got really fucking skinny for?
The Machinist.
That was just hard. Like
that
watching him.
CGI or nothing. That was
all him.
And mind you, he bulked up from that movie to do Batman Begins.
Yeah,
and bulked up too big. He actually put on too much muscle. They
had to lose it.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
To watch him go to that extreme, he's an extreme actor, but like holy shit, don't let him be Batman again.
Nah, he ain't got the. Nah, you get to a certain age, you can't balloon up and down like that. Yeah. Your body can't take it.
He just did it again a few years ago, playing Dick Cheney.
Yeah, but that was fat, so that's a little.
He's gonna have a hard time getting rid of that fat without surgery.
He already got rid of it.
You ain't seen him in God Gore the God.
Say he's skinny. Like he's skinny athletic now.
I don't want to see him as Gore. I really don't.
Yeah. And Taika Waititi,
and you're gonna love it. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna like it.
Taika Waititi actually explained why he doesn't look the way he does in the comics, because the first designs of him that they had for the film were supposed to be more comic book accurate, but he looks too much like Voldemort.
And he looks just like your boy Glaive or whatever, from the Black Order.
Oh shit, he does.
Yeah, we as comic fans might recognize the difference in the subtleties of characters with no noses and gray skin, but the average person, last time I saw somebody with no nose, they're not the same guy. With no, mom.
But a Harry Potter franchise, no.
Somebody want to do
that, baby. I didn't know that Harry Potter was an Avenger.
They're gonna go to it, and they're gonna be waiting for the entire movie, waiting for this motherfucker to go to. Like they're gonna be upset.
Next one, Demon.
Please, somebody gonna release put lore behind a necro blade.
Okay. So of course they're already in talks to figure out the next move for the next James Bond. Of course, it's going to be another reboot of the series because Daniel Craig's James Bond is dead.
Okay.
I'm just putting like this because I already know the conversations out there. If we're making James Bond black, make sure the world isn't super white, because this is what was wrong with the movie Tenet. They tried to make him a black James Bond in a very white world.
Facts.
Because the Russian dude was like, one of you is going to betray me. Might be that black one.
and
because it was like one of these things is not like the other.
One of these things doesn't
belong. The other problem is my man is 5'7", and you just can't be the protagonist if you 5'7", and that's a problem.
Well, wasn't James Bond based off of what Christopher Lee did in his life?
Yes and no.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was an influence. I think they took note of it, but nah, it's And Tenet was also, you needed to be like ABD to understand the concepts. I never watched a movie that tested my attention skills more than that. I had my damn. I'm sitting in the theater with my damn abacus and my trying to figure the fuck out what's going on. Like, hold on, this motherfucker walking backwards and bullets is flying into the gun. Wait a minute,
I had to study that shit like Memento.
Dude. I think I've watched that movie like 7 times. It's just to get one part, like understand. I think it was like the first 20 minutes. I was like, I gotta watch this whole thing again. Like, hold on.
It was very entertaining, and I love the concept, but it was so deep. You could tell this came from the core of Chris Nolan's brain. And you knew that he was the only person on set that really got it. And I felt like they missed an opportunity to make a better movie. I'm usually the one to say, I like a movie that's smart and invests in the intelligence in the audience, right? And a lot of Chris Nolan movies do that. But this one, I was like, y'all done. Look, this is Calc 2 for third graders. I'm sitting there trying to. I was like, wait a minute. So it's a different universe where the time goes backwards. But if you in there, you gotta wear because the air. And then
right
and why are they doing it? Whoa Lord, and the brother 5'7", I just like, and here's my problem. Here's my real problem. He looked too damn much like his daddy, and so I keep waiting for him to do his daddy, and then he doesn't do it.
I mean,
like his daddy got some real like Denzel got some real acting chops and stuff that we know he's gonna do in every movie.
And he has certain mannerisms.
Certain mannerisms. He got the point. He's gonna do the point.
I was waiting for that the whole.
He never does
time.
any of that. He runs from that instead of embracing it because he
embrace who your father is.
But the funny thing is, did you see the show Ballers?
Yeah,
off and on.
Yeah.
It took me a whole season to realize that was his son. I was like, no, because like I got invested in the character, but then I listened to him talk again. I was like, wait a minute. Boy, you sound like your goddamn daddy.
Exactly. I knew from jump, but he was in a character that was kind of in an ensemble cast. He wasn't the lead.
Right.
He was playing a fairly two-dimensional character. He wasn't really that deep, so he could really do well with what he was doing there. It didn't have to be him. He probably had better acting chops than that role required. But then Tenet was just like. It was so demanding on him, and I mean, I'm not saying he did a bad job in performance, but that movie was so complicated.
Christopher Nolan movies are demanding. Period. Demon, next one. All right, so Samuel Jackson. I can't really argue, and he's like, they're bringing everybody back. I learned how to lightsaber left-handed, and I agree. Mace Windu is not officially dead.
That's true. He's not officially dead.
He could be face a little crispy and have one hand and still a purple motherfucking lightsaber.
Okay, so
two things.
Here's why I think he's going to be in it, and here's why I think he's not in the same breath.
Okay.
The reason why he got in Star Wars in the first place is his black ass walked up on set and was like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" And that really is the crux of how Mace Windu was born. This was not some big negotiation right of it. This was it was like, oh shit,
So he pulled a Billy D. Williams.
He just literally just walked up on set, was like, "What y'all doing? Think I can get in this movie?" And George Lucas was like, "Sam Jackson wants to be in my movie. Make a role for him. Get him in here. We're gonna fix that. We'll figure it out. Just get him a robe, get him a saber."
So he pulled up a Billy D. Williams.
Give him the great flavored one. We'll do this. We'll get him in there. Okay. So the reason now that's how
not the grape flavored one.
They gonna make you look. They black. So, but here's the thing. George Lucas ain't on it no more. Feige is. Feige is not letting you just walk up on his set.
No, it's
Feige's
Kathleen.
It's Kathleen Kennedy.
It's Kathleen Kennedy, which is the problem with Star Wars right now.
They just need to get rid of her.
I'm just saying it's owned by Disney, and Feige has got control over all of that, and Feige's not gonna let nobody just walk on set and just pop in like George Lucas is. So that's why I don't think he's going to end up written into, this current trilogy. But
why? Because he's too busy doing Nick Fury on one side.
That's another thing too. He's in this. You're gonna see him on the screen. Like I just got finished watching him in all of these other Disney properties, and then he's gonna cross over and be Mace Windu, which looks the same as Nick Fury without a patch.
I want him to be in the movie now, because whenever I play Kingdom Hearts 6, I want to be able to sit there and have on one side have Nick Fury in my party, on the other side have Mace Windu.
I just want him in either the MCU or the Star Wars universe just to yell at a woman saying, "Where's my super suit?" That's all I want out of life right now. That's it. That's all I want.
I thought my man was gonna say it in Moon Knight. What's your boy name who had the glass in his shoes?
Oh shit.
What was the name? I forgot the name of the character, but yeah, everybody else got a dope suit as the Avatar. He walking around in a linen jumpsuit, right? And a pimp cane. Where is my super suit? Everybody else flying around.
That'd have been some strong ass pimp shit though.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I can't with you.
Got me some purple pajamas, and then there's some Stacey Adams.
Next panel, I can't. Stacey Adams though.
For real, the glass in him.
What the fuck?
So, Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel is pegged for December of 2023.
I'm for it.
I got it.
Afterlife.
The Afterlife was a huge, big improvement over the 2016 Ghostbusters.
I didn't see it.
I strongly suggest it.
No. Be clear. Which one are you suggesting?
Oh no! I want you to see how bad 2016 Ghostbusters is. It's like
you don't need to see how bad it is. Look at his face. He already know how bad it is.
I heard the cast announcement and immediately went no.
Well, no. Here was the thing. It wasn't the cast. The cast is funny. The writing and the directing is where everything fell. Hi, everybody. This is Corey Salsa True Floyd for Amerime Media, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our other videos right over here. You have a good one. See you around.